Well, over 100 feature-length horror films have been made right here in Utah. Many were low-budget, straight-to-video releases, but a handful have been seen on screens around the world. Here's a peek into Utah's horror history.
Carnival of Souls arouses such emotion that the management has been forced to state positively no refund.
1962's Carnival of Souls is the story of a young woman drawn to an abandoned resort where creepy characters appear.
They demand that she dance with them at the Carnival of Souls.
Key scenes were filmed at the aging Saltaire, which made for great atmosphere.
Carnival of Souls is the shocker of all time, guaranteed to sweep you into a new dimension of picture making.
It is slow-moving by today's standards and not the shocker of all time, but many horror fans do consider it a classic. Which is more than we can say about this next flick, which was shot in 1974 at what has since become the Utah Governor's Mansion.
Inside the House of Seven Corpses is buried the memory of madness.
A lot of people would love to bury the memory of this movie. Cliches include a really mean cat, a screaming blonde, and a book of spells to make the dead rise.
I feel it. I feel something's gonna happen. Something terrible.
Maybe it's her acting.
You're insane. A death you can't escape.
A decade later, a more original concept was filmed in Utah and hated around the world.
You've made it through Halloween. Now try and survive Christmas. Silent Night. Deadly Night.
Silent Night, Deadly Night was a box office hit for 2 weeks in 1984 before public backlash and scathing reviews got it yanked from theaters.
Let's repeat the names of the people who did it. TriStar Pictures, co-owned by Columbia Pictures, CBS, and Home Box Office. Shame on you.
In spite of all the controversy and cringeworthy moments, or maybe because of them, the film still has a few hardcore fans, including Quentin Tarantino, who considers it an inspiration. Another dud made in Utah in 1990?
Powers of evil are very strong here.
Features such bad acting and bad costumes.
And remember,
that people now seek out Troll 2 for laughs rather than scares.
they're eating her! They're going to eat me!
3 installments of one of the most famous horror series of all time were filmed in Salt Lake City.
Have you come home, Michael?
That's right. Michael Myers lived in the lower avenues in the 80s and 90s for Halloween 4, 5, and 6. These films were not the highlight of the series, but die-hard fans still stopped by to take pictures of the stately house where the fictional freak once lived.
It's heartening to see so many strange new faces here today.
More recently, Utah was the backdrop for the critically acclaimed Hereditary.
My mother was a very secretive and private woman.
The film's leading lady comes to this apartment building on South Temple in Salt Lake City to pay a visit to her dead mother's best friend and participate in a seance.
She isn't gone.